The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to break one. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 35-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 6 yards there. First down, Denver. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Just shy of midfield.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 9. First down, Denver.
9 yards. First down, Broncos.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action, lock. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down and 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Jalen Samuels.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McMahon.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss. It's about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Returnable for Spencer. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier. Vince Williams on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Now to the air. Lock. 20. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
83.
Vincent Smith, 44 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on second and 6, Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10 is Counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Connor. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Hands to James.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Block now to throw. He'll go up top here for... That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going...
The 30, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 81 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Broncos.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
The 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Jalen Samuels.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At their 49-yard line.
His throw incomplete. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First down, Denver.
keep on the ground with Jones. He's tackled in first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And just a yard to go here on second down.
55, and let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
A final shot before half for Locke. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right back to Connor here on first. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right there, 56. Watch the take both of them. Quarter.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
48-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Samuels. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
56, the mock boy, 56. Check.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Again, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Boswell on.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 30. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. The give is to Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And the Broncos first down.
Here we go. 50.
On first down, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jones, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll go again to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Denver.
Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, it's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought down. After a very nice gain.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
56.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Take over 1st and...
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
3-yard line.
They keep it on the ground again. Gordon, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So there to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. James. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
James Conner.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run it. This is counter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lock. And he fires one incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On the return, Johnson. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember, and their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 31-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. That's what I do.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From the 2 now, second and goal.
56, right there, 56. Easy.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, the 5-play drive, that one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5-play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Here's second and 5 now from the 37.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 37.
Again, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Broncos